Right, this is Sheila. It's the 20th of May 2014. About a good month to the 5th week into the tour now, family tree tour. I did Edinburgh yesterday. Today I left Dunbar. I've had a very eventful week. Dunbar is where I found the grave of Captain Frederick Reed and his wives. I also spoke to the Edinburgh Castle people yesterday. His name is incorrectly spelt, which often happens. He's got an I in his name, but it is him. The dates are right. He's in the memorial book. Anyway, I'm going... What are you doing in this wood, Sheila? You might ask yourself. Well, I've camped up. A place called Dunstanburgh Hill or Hall or something. Everything begins with D, D-U-N round here. Still, I've just had some soup and cake. There's no point doing a day trip anywhere now because it's 2 o'clock-ish. I've driven. So it's always nice to settle into the site, have a look round the site you're staying at, which is what I always like to do. Normally I like to reflect and go back to the site, but just with the first walk I did, just to reflect after a stay, but I didn't get round to doing that at the site I've just left at Dunbar. Anyway, this is Dunstanburgh, and I'm going through a walk in a wood because not far from me there is something called a Dunstanburgh Castle ruin. I think it's owned by the National Trust. I don't think you've got to pay, I'm not sure. This walk I'm on now takes me through a farm and then down to a beach. So I thought, well, yeah, I can do that. That'll be fine. Hi, so I won't have you on the video. I've got my video running, so I'm just doing a bit of an introduction to the campsite. That's probably a camper. His dog's got diarrhea though. Just saw this great big pancake of poo. Being a dog person, I know how hard it is to pick those sort up. Very difficult, you can't. They're all runny, like blancmange. Right, instinct tells me to carry on right through the wood because I know the ruin is over there. It's very easy to just go down there, isn't it? So it's a good job they said carry on straight through the wood. People tell you these things, you know, and then they forget to tell you that there are turn-ins off as well. So you think you're going the right way. I mean, I could end up back in the village down there, see? Which I reckon that's Embleton village over there. Once again, handy to know if you just want to walk to the village. As opposed to take the car out every time. There's a post office there, you can get money out. I won't be doing any of that today. I've spent enough. It cost me, was £35 for 3 nights. That's very good with all the concessions. Very good to have that. Yeah, I put £15 of petrol in it, and I just keep it topped up. I always hate the thought of running out. Because sometimes you can go for bloody miles and never see a petrol station. So I always keep topped up. I like it always at half and above. I don't let it run dry like I would at home. Because I don't know what journeys I'm going to do, what spontaneous routes I'm going to take. So it's always good to be topped. Anyway, this is all part of the trip, even though I'm not actually showing you anything particular at the moment. This is all part of the family tree trip and what I get up to while I'm away. It's spring, and as you can see, all the cow parsley is out. as it will be in Grove Park now. I get a bit despondent sometimes, and you realise you're on your own, but you're not totally alone, and there's always friendly people about, and there's always something new to see. So, I'm just doing what they've said. They said it'd take 20 minutes to get to the beach. But of course, I haven't seen one sign telling me there's a beach, but I can feel it. I can feel it. Being a sea person, I can sort of feel it, like just there. So I'm going to keep the camera running for a bit longer. This is where I feel the ruin's going to be anyway. He said go through a farm, which could have been down there, right? It doesn't really tell you which way to walk. I'm just going to follow this route. No, they don't tell you to turn off anywhere. So, it's all part of what I call exploring. Because my feeling is if I'd gone down there, it would have taken me further away from the beach. To the village of Embleton. And at the moment, there's not even a sign of the ruins. On the campsite I'm at, you can actually see the ruins. Look out for fossils, Sheila. Look out for evidence. Sometimes it's only just below the surface, you know. Archaeological stuff. See, look, there's a bit of pottery there. Straight away. Look, straight away, I've found a piece of pottery. I'll put it in my back pocket. It's probably not that old. But what's it doing out here? Hey? I bet you if I turn this off now, right, the moment I turn this camera off, the ruins are coming to view. I can always put it back on again. They've got to be somewhere, haven't they? They were sticking up tall and high. I could see them from the campsite. But something tells me the sea is this way. Yeah, from Dunbar, I went towards Burke, St. Tweed or On Tweed, whatever they call it. And then, what did I do after that? Yeah, then I got on the A1. Well, I was on the A1 already. Carried on the A1. All the way. Until I had to take a little turn in for about 2.5 miles. To come to the village. Which once again is in the middle of nowhere. Right, look. More pottery. What's it doing out here? That's what I say to myself. What's bits of pottery doing out here? And how old is it? So that bit of pottery is at Dunstead campsite, I'd say, on the fringe of the Dunstan campsite. Now I can see some sort of houses coming into view, but I still can't see the ruin. It's almost as if it was an imagination. But it wasn't, because she told me. She told me it was an old castle. Anyway, I'm looking down here for evidence as I walk along here. Because there could have been a cottage here, you see. For all we know, here could have been a cottage once. Right, now my campsite is over there. You might just see some white. The campsite, that's where my campsite is. I walked through that wood. Right, I'll just zoom off. So I'm over there and I've just walked up that track from the wood. It's very misty. Apparently it's 27 degrees in London. 27 degrees. But here you still need a jumper on. Who's only them ruins? Where are they gone? Right, over and out for a minute. I'll come back on when I can see the ruins again. What's that? No, that's trees. Yes, I can just see them. I can just see them. It's a good job I didn't follow that bloke. He said, go this way and that. Look, I can see them over there. Hold the camera up. Zoom in. Probably that other track, you know, where there was one going across that field, would have taken me there. They are new to the area, so he wouldn't know every path. I can smell the sea. I can hear it. So I know I'm not far now. I know I'm not far. Right, I'm going to turn off anyway and take some pictures, and I'll come back on video when I found the ruin. Over and out.